Hello, Taurus. Elsie here to do a reading for you. How are you, my friends? How are you, my Bull Gang? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here, for coming back. Thanks for being so loyal, as usual. I appreciate you. Look, we're going to do a reading, and we're going to start with the oracles this time. We're going to start with the oracles first, and then we will get into the tarot. How you doing? Hope you're well. Thank you so much. If you're just rolling up on all these shenanigans here and you're brand new and you're here to watch for your placement, I am reading not just for Taurus Sun, but I am reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs. Thank you so much for your thumbs up if that's what you want to do with your time. You know how it's been building your tribe. You guys are really good at that. Thank you for being the biggest tribe here. And I am also, at the end of this video, I'll tell you about how to get to the extended if you're interested in extendeds at all. And if you want a private read, I'll tell you more about that as well. If you're brand new here, welcome. And if you keep coming back, thank you. You guys know how much I love you. Thanks so much for that. Let's find out what's going on for you, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got Treasure Island. What's going on here? Something that's been submerged. Something that, oh boy, okay. Very interesting. I feel like something here that has been submerged, Taurus, for a while is about to come to the surface. And I think it's valuable. We could be talking money. Look, we have a treasure chest on the back of the turtle. Turtles grow to be very old. We don't exactly, as a species, know how long their species lives, but we do know that it's been told that, you know, we've found turtles that have suspected to be alive for a couple hundred years. It feels like there is something deeply emotional here that's about to emerge from underneath. And I feel like it's very valuable. This could be a relationship. This could be somebody's emotions, because we've got the loyal heart here. This could be an old friend, right? So it feels like something here is about to emerge. And it feels like if this is an old friend, it feels like you two really know each other really well. It could be a friend from your past, possibly. It could be someone that you have a very deep heart space for. So that could mean that it is somebody who you have feelings for or had feelings for in the past. But it does feel like, I'm going to say that it's not like they're coming back from the past or anything. Well, maybe it does, because it can be that, but it feels like it's been submerged. So maybe it's been a relationship that fell into, like we grew apart and we're no longer talking. It feels like somebody who was your bestie, or somebody that you know really well, someone who mirrors your energy. It does feel like something's about to be born, and it feels like it's very emotional. So it definitely could be something, maybe your feelings for someone have been submerged. And now that you are seeing them, or they're emerging, possibly, because they're both sitting on an egg. Something here is about to begin or be born, but first something here has to be seen on the surface that was submerged for a long time. That's why I'm saying I think it's how somebody feels about this connection, the loyal heart. Somebody never forgot about you, or you never forgot about them. It feels like every once in a while you think about them, you're like, oh, I thought about them, and then you carry on with your day. I don't think it's obsessive or anything. We have the thinker. It feels like you have been thinking about this person. So I'm just going to say, ye are a witch. And, I feel like you could have manifested it by thinking about them. It does feel, I don't think that it's obsessive thought, but I do feel like you think about this person once in a while. And I think that's what does bring them forward. Oh, look at that. I feel like you're going to have some sort of a bump in, a moment of serendipity, or maybe you've been seeing serendipity. I've been noticing myself, like I was watching TV the other day. Oh yeah, I was watching YouTube, and I was reading through some of the comments as I was listening to the video, and there was 3 words that were together back to back to back, and as that person said them on the video, I was reading someone else's comment that wasn't that person, and they said exactly the words that I was reading were exactly what that person was saying. I've been getting weird little serendipitous things like that. So this could mean that maybe you have the bump in, because serendipity is a happy accident. So maybe you have a bump in with somebody here that you've been thinking about for a while. Could be that. Let's talk more. Tell me about Taurus. Tell me about Taurus. Somebody here with a loyal heart. That could be you, Taurus. You're loyal. Could be someone else. Bring your own lens. Tell me what it is. Oh. Uh-oh. So yeah, I think this is going to end up being like, this could be platonic love. I'm just saying there's a 3 here, which tells me partnership. So this could be somebody that it is platonic or romantic with. And you're going to tell me what that lens is for you. Bottom of the deck, we have message of peace. Okay, so Taurus, it feels like somebody here wants to make peace with you. Somebody here who has been submerged, who you haven't, like maybe one of those friends, you know how they walk off into the forest once they find a relationship and you never hear from them again? It could be one of those. It feels like something like that. It could be something completely different from that. Let's find out what else we're talking about here. Tell me about Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Taurus. Tell me about what is coming up from beneath. Something you value. And I think with card number 9 being Hermit energy, it's like it's been silent, but you really value this friendship, this partnership, the emotional thing that they give you. You feel emotions for them. We have the Ace of Swords. Look, I can't even with this tarot stuff these days. I'm telling you, last week and this week. So that's exactly what I was talking about. There's going to be a conversation. Somebody has been hiding feelings, or their feelings have been submerged, or this is somebody who went off into the distance and you didn't hear from them. Someone maybe you just stopped talking to. It feels like somebody here needs to make a clear point. They need to cut through the silence. Somebody's going to say something here. We've got the Knight of Swords in the reverse. This is a person who I feel doesn't want to be seen as aggressive. This person I feel is, like if yourself, when you dive into the water, how you slowly go up to the top, and you, from being submerged, you get to the top of the water. That's what this is feeling like here, this Knight of Swords. This person knows what to say. They have a lot of words. They know what they're going to say to you, but they don't want to be seen as someone who's pushy. They don't want to be pushy. I feel like they're actually going to just show up in a serendipitous way. This is what it feels like. And that person is going to sort of test the waters, speak to you a little bit, and try and figure out how you feel about seeing them, how you feel about the connection you had to them, which I think might be in the past, might feel like it's in the past. But the Knight of Swords, I feel like somebody here is kind of unclear on, if we're so loyal, why haven't we talked to each other? I think it might be that one of you had some feelings and decided, nope, this is better as a partnership. One of you could have been married, I'm just saying. One of you could have been in a serious relationship, and the other one just let go. Somebody here is finding the courage to step up and step forward and mention their feelings, the love that they have. Look, we'll look at this, but we're also going to talk about what's going on in the weeks after this. That's what this space is here I left. For this here, we've got, oh boy, yikes. And we've got the Page of Coins. Okay, so we got the Knight of Cups and the Page of Coins. Knight of Cups is, of course, falling in love with potential. This whole thing had a lot of potential, Taurus. It had a lot of potential, but I feel like something stopped it. It feels like something stopped it. We stopped talking. There was no clarity. Somebody wouldn't bring their feelings to the surface. They wouldn't talk about their feelings or how they felt. I think that this fell into disrepair. We don't talk to each other anymore. It doesn't feel like there's any heat here. What I mean by that is it doesn't feel like there's any arguments or fights that happened to, but it definitely could be because somebody else was in a relationship. They were just beginning a new relationship at that time, possibly. But I still think that when you bump into this person, I'm seeing somebody in the mall, but listen, it's the mall in my city, and not all of you live in my city, but I'm seeing somebody step toward someone in the mall, but the look is like, what are you doing here? Like, I feel like it's a shock. Like, what are you doing here? But the look is right in the eyes. Like, this person might be manifesting you, possibly. And this person, I feel, has been thinking about giving you a message of peace. So saying sorry about something, or saying to you, that's not the way that should have gone down. I'm really sorry. I'm going to put you know what? I'll clarify these first before I put the 3 cards down. Let's find out what's going on here with this Ace of Swords. What does this conversation look like? Somebody's bringing clarity. Three of Wands. Somebody's going to immediately begin to talk about the future. How their future is unfolding. How things are exciting. Things that are exciting that are coming up in the future. I feel like for some of you, this might be me telling you that it's about 3 weeks that you'll see this person. We have the Nine of Pentacles. When you see this person, I feel like they are quite confident, or maybe they see you as confident. Oh, you had the confidence to be quiet. That's what Charlie said. You had the confidence to be quiet. So I feel like you didn't chase, is what I want to say, Taurus. You didn't chase them. They went off and did their own thing, and you just remained silent. I feel like your intuition has been poking at you. I think it's been poking at you, telling you that something is about to happen, which I think is serendipity. It feels like you're thinking about this person more than usual. I think oftentimes they run through your mind and then it's gone and you carry on with life, but maybe lately you can't stop thinking about them. And I'll tell you this, it's quantum entanglement. It's a science thing, right? When a supernova, when a star collapses upon itself and all the pieces scatter, and one vibrates, one piece of that supernova vibrates, then no matter how far across the Milky Way that particle is that is equally charged, it's going to vibrate as well to the ends of the Milky Way. So there's never a disconnect. So I feel like you're still connected to this person, either psychically, spiritually, emotionally. Tell me more about this Knight of Swords. Feels like there's been no conversation. I feel like you've done a lot of work on yourself since you've seen this person last. It feels like a lot of time has passed. For some of you, it could be 8 years. For some of you, it could be a year. It feels like that some time has passed here. And, oh boy. Taurus, I feel like that possibly the last time you saw this person, you may not have been in the best place financially or mentally, or it feels like the Eight of Coins tells me that's self-perfection, right? That's really working on yourself, getting all your crap together, getting your money together, getting your thoughts together. It feels like you're now standing up as the Hierophant. You're now the spiritual teacher. I feel like this person may have played on your feelings or got you up in your feelings, but I'm going to say that when this person shows up in your life, I feel like you're giving them Hierophant energy, which is very serious. Hey, how you doing? Giving them the serious face, right? Blessing their path, saying, nice to see you, but I don't think that you're jumping on anything. I feel like you're giving them the absolute crib notes. If you don't know what that is, because you might be too young. We used to have these books that would give you all the notes about, we used to have to read a book in class and crib notes. I don't know if they still have them, do they? You could buy a pamphlet that gave you all the basics about the book. And so I think you're giving them the crib notes, you're giving them the short answer. I feel like this self-mastery is what you've been going through because the Nine of Wands is here. Feels like you've been clearing up trauma or making sense of it, or it feels like you're no longer in burnout because you're taking better care of yourself. I feel like you're the Hierophant, which means you're standing on business, you're very serious, and I feel like you're forgiving, but you're not going to forget. I feel like you are giving somebody the serious face. Now, the loyal heart is definitely you because Taurus is loyal, but I also feel that this person is not going to understand who they're meeting at this point because it feels like you've changed a lot since the last time you saw them. Tell me about love. I do believe that somebody is finding the courage to tell you how they feel. And I think that they really do have feelings of love. Look, this could be a platonic partnership. Somebody, it could be a friend I'm talking about. It doesn't always have to be love. But it does feel like this Strength card tells me someone is finally finding the courage to show a little bit of feeling, sweetness, kindness. Ace of Cups is here. They're testing the waters is what they're doing. To me, the Page of Cups is testing the water. I'm just showing you a little bit of kindness. I feel, honestly, with this Serendipitous card here, I feel like it's going to be shocking or surprising when you see them. I don't think they're going to call you or text you. They could. I suppose they could, but that's not what Cups means to me. I feel like they could, but I feel like it's a bump in or something you're not expecting, or it feels like it brings up old feelings. It does feel like somebody is realizing how much They really do feel for you. Somebody wants to pour out their heart. The 10 of Wands is about relieving yourself of a burden. And the Ace of Cups is here. Someone has had the burden, carrying around a burden of love. I feel like you two met at the wrong time, or something didn't work out at the time. They could have been in a new relationship. That's what this feels like. There are feelings here, but somebody here had already committed to something new. They were already working on something new. And it wasn't until I feel like they were in that new thing that they realized what they'd given up. Or they could be out of that thing now and now realizing what they gave up. Let's put down 3 cards here. This is usually what is going to happen in the future, or this could be advice for you. Tell me more about Taurus. We've got the 3 of Swords. Somebody is feeling badly about how they treated you. We've got the 4 of Pentacles, and then they went quiet. They stopped talking. There was a block in place here. Somebody blocked you, you blocked them. Damn, right? A World card. It does feel like somebody is feeling badly about how they left things. And so this could be an old friend. Like I said, this could be, it doesn't feel like this is job related. It does feel like it's relationship related. So whatever that relationship is, and whether it's romantic or platonic, is totally up to you. It could be a sister or a brother, a member of the family, right? But the World card is here. I feel like somebody's feeling terrible about the way they left things. It feels like somebody's feeling terrible about how they left things because I just stopped talking. I stopped giving you my time, effort, energy. Somebody here is offering, it's like a peace offering, right? We've got the Ace of Pentacles here. Somebody here wants to work on this. We've got 3 Pentacles. 3 is here. Feels like somebody wants to work on this and build a new cooperative connection here. This is an accomplishment or a milestone. I feel like this person wants to accomplish this. It also feels like this person, if they did start something new with somebody else, I think it's done. Feels like it's done, and that's why this person might be resurfacing, Taurus. Look, we're going to go into the extended. They're bringing a message of peace. We're going to go into the extended, and we're going to talk more about this, bottom of the deck. Oh boy, somebody no longer wants to be in regret, and that's why they're excited about the bump in. If you want to come to the extended, then please look above all of the comments. There is a link there that says read more. If you click that link, you will see the link to the membership. All of the extendeds go to the membership, and you will get at least 4 in a month. If you're watching for one sign, you'll get 4 for each sign you're watching for. And if you're interested in a private read, please know private reads are open, and I'm caught up right now, so now's a good time to book. If you are interested in private reads, I do pre-recorded readings. $25 is where it begins and goes up from there. $25 reads are back to you within 48 business hours, and you can look through all of my packages and all of my pricing there. I also do live readings, by the way. You can get me live in chat, like typing to each other. You can get me live in chat. You can get me on the phone. You can get me face to face. And please look at my schedule and pre-book your appointment. That's how the live readings work. When you pre-book your appointment, you'll get between 5 and 75% off, even if you are a returning customer. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I appreciate you. Oh, yeah. Happy spring, friends. Yeah. Happy solstice. We are now in Aries season. Happy solstice today. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back because I love you too much to stay away. Bye-bye.